Recording products. Okay, wonderful. All right, the time is 6:48 p.m. on Thursday, July 31st. Calling together this board of directors meeting. We do have a quorum. I am present. Let's see. Rebecca is present, Jeff is present, and Henry is online. Let's see. I have nothing to report. The treasurer is not present, so he has nothing to report. We'll just kick right into the presentation. We're going to start with we have a presentation from University of Florida's Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences. So EFAS, yes.
That's why I understand.
We have Lynn Barber, and then online, where's my Zoom, is Michael Lasuki. Without further ado, Michael, we're just going to turn it over to you. Go ahead.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, thank you for that introduction. Sorry I couldn't be there in person with you guys, but thank you guys very much for hosting online for Zoom. I truly appreciate that. And getting started, we're going to roll through this pretty quickly, but touch a lot of points. So yeah, we are an equal opportunity institution for the University of Florida IFAS Extension. Let me click in here. Sorry, guys. Do it old school. Bam. Okay, so welcome. Yeah, this is our Florida-friendly landscaping presentation to the Fishhawk Ranch West HOA. Lynn Barber is there in person with you. She's the Florida-friendly landscaping agent for Hillsborough County, and I am virtual. I am the HOA coordinator or public educator for Hillsborough County. Okay, so a quick overview. Florida-friendly landscaping is an integrated approach to maintaining an attractive, colorful, and diverse yard. We're friendly to wildlife, and environmentally responsible management is what we strive to recommend. Our goals are to conserve water, protect water quality, and protect our natural resources. We use 9 principles is kind of our we tie them all together with right plant, right place is the overriding principle, because if plants are adopted to your site condition, they'll require less irrigation, fertilizer, they're less prone to pest, and this can result in real cost savings. And of course, it's always better for the environment that way. The Florida Friendly Landscaping Program is active in 59 of 67 counties in Florida. Okay, so we were told about 2 site proposals for kind of a demonstration garden or something you guys would like to showcase to the community on what can be done with landscaping. So the lake house was one, and we love this area. So it's very well established plants, shaded from mature trees and healthy shrubs. So you have paved walkways. We love that. Those allow water to kind of percolate through and reduces runoff. It's well lit, you have attractive signs, and it's a central location in the neighborhood. So this is a great location for demonstration Florida-friendly landscaping for the community. Some things we kind of saw that we want to just bring to your attention. They're not like major, but they are kind of a concern. We saw just kind of like damaged micro irrigations in some areas. As you can see here, these are just kind of laying around. So we just kind of were asking, like, are these being used? Are they just not being, are they shut off right now? We saw some ends that were kind of cut, so we would want to kind of look at those, make sure those are running, and just ensure that everything's good. Just a couple locations there. We saw some that were also that were causing a little bit of erosion. If you can see on that yellow circle there, it looks like it's running. It could be going under that root. It's causing a small cavity. We would just address these issues and get them fixed up. The presence of some unwanted weeds, like this palm tree right there in the middle of the ferns. This is a slow growing plant. It kind of takes a long time to grow. So we're seeing that there might be some communications from your landscaping, the manager or whatever, to you guys. So this is kind of what it can cause right there. This is a grown up one, and you can actually see that oak tree is sort of leaning. So I think there's a root that palm tree is kind of growing underneath, pushing it out, just showing that the importance of removing these trees, because they can become a pest. So here's another area we see 2 that are actually now becoming part of the pruning program. So I don't know if you guys planted those or not, but I would address that. Some other stuff is like some turf grass being mowed too short, affecting the lawn. Like around the sign, we know the mower's not there, but that's like the weed whacker's getting a little low there. So we're just seeing some like cultural practices that are just kind of getting missed here. And this is kind of what it alludes to, is just situations like that. So One other thing, there's some pests. Now, this might look like a flower some, but when you get closer to it, this is actually a mealy bug, and it's a pretty wide a large infestation too. So these are things that I would be expecting my managers to be kind of covering with me, and if I'm not, I'd have some questions for them. So on this situation, we're seeing mulch, kind of high. It's about 3 inches over the paver there. Ideally, though, you kind of want to have that even to it. So we're just, is it just continuously getting applied? Just some simple questions we have. But again, this location is a great location. We see a lot of promise here. We see some just small minor things that we just want to cover. This right here is volcano mulching, which can actually take out the tree in a couple of years. The mulch is kind of pulled all the way up over the tree. There should be kind of a root flare that goes flat that we want to see exposed. This can cause a serious problem called girdling, which just chokes out the trees. All right. So we love this location though. So we're not trying to like hit hard on it. We just want to say that there's just some things that we saw that we can see some things that need to be looked at. And here's the second part that was mentioned was the dog park. We love this place too. This is an open space, a lot more sun. So with that, you can bring in more color, more flowers come with that. So it's an open space. You have established trees and shrubs there. The ornamentals in the entrance, they add a beautiful aesthetic to that. So we love that walkway entrance with the paved walkway. The micro irrigation systems we saw, those are great. So that already being installed is a plus. And it's attractive with the lighting and that what you guys have as that the art display there. I really like that with the kids playing and the dogs. So that's a very cool centralized location too. Some things that we saw there. So there's that palm tree that's kind of there. At this state, it's easy to remove. And this I'd be communicating with my landscapers that, hey, this is about 10 to 15 minutes with the shovel, and that pops right out. Before you see we have utilities behind there, so that could become a problem with that. And we just see it going on through a lot of the shrubs. Like there's one poking through Indian hawthorn, right? So here's a couple more examples of it. So we're seeing I feel it's just a communication issue. So from there, the shrubs are getting a little neglected on this side, and I've noticed that there's micro in the back, so I would question if that is working fully to the shrubs. Look at these kind of things first before we go and put a new kind of project in play. Small one here, the turf grass maintained too low. It's causing that kind of rut right there. And we help with all of these issues. That's why I'm not trying to say you guys do, I'm saying like, this is what we help with. So we can help all sorts of, from the residents to the boards to the landscapers as well. So in this area, so the yellowing leaves, so possible nutrient deficiency. We have high rains right now, which could be kind of doing that in the soil, kind of flushing it out. But really though, if you're seeing this, this should be something that is easily corrected. A landscaper should be noticing this and mentioning it to you. All right. So examples of what we produce at Florida Friendly Landscaping. So on the left, you'll see this is a diverse little bed. It is in a shaded area under an oak tree on a coastal environment. So it looks kind of all grown together, but it's really, there is division there. As you see on the right, it's more like that. And that's a kind of a full sun example of how we incorporate vertical layering and multiple varieties of different plants to add seasonal color that attracts wildlife, and that pretty much once it's established is low irrigation needs, low maintenance needs. So we've worked really hard on establishing our the plants that we've put into our native and non-native adaptive plant list. And so we really, really do trust the plants that we have picked for that. So here's an example of a larger scale of a backyard. This is the same backyard, but they've really incorporated it at a high level of Florida-friendly landscaping of what you can actually do in an area. And again, this is still low maintenance, very, very beautiful and attractive to wildlife. So here is a municipal landscape that actually took this whole turf area on a little bank and they turned it into a pathway. I love this right here for kind of a demonstration garden because we have signs, we have multiple plants, and then we have a pathway with benches that's very inviting and encouraging people to come through and look at the plants and really see what the Florida Friendly Landscaping can do in a community. So some things that we have. So some things that we have for you guys to help with these projects are some grants. I think Lynn has some information about Tampa Bay Water grants and some WISE grants that are available for community associations. There's also this neighborhood mini grant program. It's up to $5,000 for a neighborhood organizations. They're looking to enhance community through innovative, creative projects. They're looking for stuff that just kind of engages the neighborhood, safe in neighborhood. And your demonstration garden fits right under their criteria. So the maximum grant is 5,000. And the application cycle starts around October 25th, 2025. So that's pretty cool. There's also, I think, up to 50,000 on some of the grants for Tampa Bay Water for communities to really implement water saving and water conservation in their community. So some more things that Florida Friendly has. So for the professional landscaper, we have Susan Haddock. She's our commercial horticultural agent. She trains commercial landscapers to be GIBMP, which is our green industry's best management practices. It covers the 9 principles and pretty much teaches them Florida friendly landscaping on how they can spot these kind of issues that we mentioned today, mention them to you, right? Not be scared to kind of go after those because we're here as a resource for everybody and it's a free public service. Further from that, we have model language documents for board members to adapt our Florida friendly landscaping into their contracts so they can hire and really get success out of that contract with them. More than that, we have apps that can help your residents with plant design, with plant selection, with knowing fertilizer ordinance, with knowing what are toxic plants, and then if they want to attract butterflies and bees that are pollinators, just what plants that they would like to incorporate. These are all free. They're available on the phone. We have publications in books and also online that are always available for them. More, we have this is our incentive program. So once they kind of adapt all of the 9 principles into it, we have a recognition program where there are 2 sets of checklists for the home landscape where it's the resident can showcase what they've done. We can reward them and acknowledge that and give them the recognition. And also coming to is once you have some members in the community that do get recognized, then we can look at that neighborhood and get the neighborhood recognized as Florida friendly landscaping. We have all of these big displays, these beautiful flags that really showcase that and encourage the neighborhood to kind of all stick, all join together in that. So on that, I think that's all that I have. Thank you guys very much. If there's any questions, I think Lynn Barber's there and I'm here as well to answer those. So I appreciate your time.
Great, thank you very much. A lot of good information in there. I see that we have some work to do. So are you going to assist us with doing it or do we contract you to do it? Who comes out and actually turns?
Yeah, who tells us what plants are best and what else?
We don't actually do contract kinds of work. What we do is our services are free. So we don't charge anything for our services. But I would guess your landscape contractor probably knows Susan Haddon. And she's the one at the extension, do you know her? Yeah. She's the one at extension that works with people like irrigation contractors and landscape contractors. She teaches green industry information to people that are trying to get into that industry.
Right.
She would be the person because she doesn't deal so much with homeowners, which is what we deal with, but she with the professionals.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
my question while there about some of that, because I know it's not just the big house, it's about some of the areas that are responsible for.
Yes.
So wait, if that's towards the end of, that's fine. So,
It's open dialogue.
yeah, no, it's just more of a, like, doing what I was talking on Patty when I came to the office. Is some of our section of the area where we live in Santa Fe Crest, because we got 5 sections of the neighborhood, I think. Is there enough soil that's in the ground to attract some of the stuff, like sod or whatever? Because it's just like a constant cycle of dead. And I've never seen that. And our existing neighborhood in Tennessee is that their solution was putting down more soil as a base. To put that and then put the sod down, so it has something to grow to. additional, I mean, there's other things that, like it's talking about their mulch, but that's a different subject, so. That's one area I would think, because I've been in that section of the neighborhood now 4 years. It seems like almost every year. We're replacing some in certain sections, because I don't think there's no foundation that's soft, wrapped in. So, and I've saw it for belongs in here. It's not natural. So that's one area that I can, something that's repeatedly. Or repetitive that doesn't need constant replacing, it's something. To look at, and that's, this first day that I've been in, that's. Or
It's probably,
chunk it down, there's dead spots still, even after replacing the sod.
right, and dies out again.
So Michael, Lynn, I'm sold. Love the
Awesome.
idea. But I am neither myself nor anyone on the board is a landscaper, and I wouldn't know which plants to plant where. What is the next step?
So if I can carry on from that the first question you asked. So once you guys do have a plan or an idea, we're still here for you. Like we can't really go this plant there, but what you come up with, we can analyze, I can consult that, I can recommend past that and say, yes, this is a good idea. I like what you guys are going here. Maybe this can go there. We're there along the whole way for you guys with those questions. Also, if yourself want to learn this, we have a FFL or Florida Friendly Landscaping Certified Professional class. There's some courses online. They're like 10 to 15 minutes, or we have ongoing webinars throughout the whole year, which we cover the basics all the way up to the heavier stuff, we will say. But we're here as an education public service for you guys. Like any questions, just send them. Like even what I couldn't hear everything about it. I heard some sod issues, 4 years, soil issues. You can contact me with those pictures and stuff like that. I'll work with them on that and see what we can come up with. Yeah, so everything we do is science-based through the university, so we just extend that to you guys. So
And
So if I understand, so you guys act more as like a consultant, so.
we're more of an educational service. Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
So we would work with our landscape company to design and make recommendations for Florida friendly, and then we would be able to, come to you and say, is there anything that you would change or recommend essentially?
yes, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love to do that too. I've done landscaping for about 20 years. It's my passion.
great, you'll be hearing from Tom. I'm
Awesome,
sure.
Tom. Very cool.
Any other questions?
All right.
Right. That'll do it for now.
Thank you.
All
for
right,
taking-
guys.
Thank
Thank you
Mike.
guys very much.
Thanks so much.
Right. Yeah, that's something I really want to do, and if we can make the entrance here and the dog park 2 examples of
Right,
take what just looks like mulch and sod and turn it into something really beautiful, flowers that are sustainable.
Yeah.
And say, this is an example of
Yes.
what Florida friendly, like those pictures that you showed were beautiful.
Yeah.
And I wish my background looked like that, rather than just sun.
we can make it happen,
And
but then you gotta invite people in the back.
Yeah, anything's possible. Right? But,
That's Karen would really be the person, because she's the one that's in the commercial horticulture. So
Right.
she would deal with you, and Michael and I deal with homeowners.
Right.
Okay.
So
Which-
just.
So if we have residents that are
Yeah, just
interested,
put in here, that's the thing, some of us fall under HOA versus ownership of the house, but
Okay,
that's the difference, so we'll multi-mix.
okay,
That's why.
we'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
great,
All right,
Thank you
we'll
so
thank you very much for having us.
awesome, thanks for coming, look forward to it.
Thank you.
We're gonna post everything,
Pardon?
we're gonna post everything on.
And I'll just leave all that stuff. All right,
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, man.
That's great. Next thing is community managers report. Do you have a report for me to read? No.
No, I sent the other one, updates the other day.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, let's see, let's read this into the record here. Maintenance company termination. The current maintenance vendor was unable to fulfill the contract responsibilities of serving the pest waste stations twice weekly and performing additional area maintenance after their last employee Noel departed due to health issues. As a result of ongoing non-compliance with the service agreement, Patty has terminated that contract. In the interim, the community's landscaping company, thank you, Tom, has been engaged to manage the pet waste stations 2 to 4 times a week. Let's see, painting project, Paired Villas Phase 2. Phase 2 of the community painting project, which includes the Paired Villas, is tentatively scheduled to begin in October-November timeframe. Notices and further details will be provided. Pool renovation project, Pirate Ship. Pool Works has submitted the required deposit request of $133,000 to initiate the blueprints and permitting process for the Pirate Ship section of the pool area renovation. This is in accordance with the contract executed. Based on the timeline, we are approximately 5 months out of the commencement of our project. That's going to be great. Caldero homeowner violations and fines. A homeowner on Caldero has previously requested a waiver of fines, has not brought the property into full compliance. The 30-day compliance window expires on July 26th, per the board's direction reflected in the meeting minutes. Fines will not be waived if the violations are not corrected within 30 days. Therefore, Patty will forward the account to the association attorney on Monday. Let's see, fitness room equipment repair. The leg press machine in the fitness room required past tense repair. The replacement part has been ordered and the equipment is expected to be repaired within the next week. Fitness building roof repair. The roof repair for the fitness room is still in progress. The existing metal roofing is no longer manufactured in the original dimensions. To avoid a full roof replacement, the roofer has sourced compatible panels and is working to match them to the current roof. And alligator trapping permit. We're gonna have you do that. Is that all right? Go ahead and grab the alligators.
Sure.
Oh, okay, cool.
It tastes like chicken.
Yeah. As announced earlier this month, the association has obtained a permit that allows alligator sightings to be reported directly to a designated trapper, bypassing the Fish and Wildlife Hotline. This new process improves safety and response time for residents by eliminating delays related to callbacks and trapper assignments. If an alligator is deemed a threat, the trapper can now be contacted directly for immediate response. Thank you, Patty.
Little six and a half.
Just stay out of the wall.
Exactly. This one down, watercolor was out of
That one was huge.
6.5 feet and 25 eggs.
Jeez.
Wow, they've all gone. Yep.
They got a 9-foot one down on the shop, original,
Really?
right by the elementary school, yeah.
All right, Jennifer.
We have our
hit
big
her
ones.
with the violations.
He doesn't.
All right, Jennifer, you want to walk us through these violations here? I see we have 2 pages of violations.
Yes, due to quorum to have the July meeting, so
Okay.
those have carried over. The ones that have been corrected have been taken off, but
Okay.
any existing ones are still on the list. So those are the previous ones that were on before. The new ones are, I have 9 new ones for August. The second one down, I mistyped in the address, it's just Caldera instead of the Esther that I had typed, so it's just a typing error on that part. Most of these, as you can see, garage door coloring, couch coloring, exterior discolorations, roof discolorations, driveways,
Yeah.
those kind of items.
Okay. So just to be clear, these 4 right here, these were from the last meeting.
Correct,
Okay, so we don't need to vote on those again.
correct.
Because they're just gonna go to the next meeting. Then these 2.
It was the one above it, I think is, there should be a page above that one.
No, there's one below it, right? This one,
Sorry,
yeah, so
yes,
it's
that's the ones you're voting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like everybody was given notice in May or June, second issue in June. Final issue July 24th. Certified mail 25th. And that final issue is saying you're going to the filing committee, right? That is the notice. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just motion to approve the 9 new violations that are out of compliance to send to the filing committee and approve a maximum violation of $100 a day up to 10 days per violation. Is there a second?
A second.
About seconds. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Unanimous, motion carries. Thank you.
Sorry, I need some other papers. That's okay. That's what I'm sharing.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there. All right, what's next?
Many appointments.
Hold on a second. Meeting minutes, June 26th, board meeting minutes for review and approval. Motion to approve June 26th, board meeting minutes. Second,
So,
Henry approves. All in favor, say aye.
all right.
Uh,
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. New business. 6112 Watercolor Drive Landscaping Park. Appeal of our decision. which one's this? Is this what we're talking about?
Do you want to do the committee appointments or not yet? Just get-
No, we're on this one, so let's just go with this.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this homeowner, he lives in Aqua, and he wants to put a, he is going to so Jen and I were out today, these are pictures of
Okay.
his yard. This is the neighbors, this is the neighboring yard here. He wants to put, so the backyard is only 17 feet from the front to the back
Mhm.
of the garage. And he's asking to put in an extremely large landscape bed.
Is it like rocks and what's they bring in like,
There's two big rocks, it's 200 pounds
like
each.
boulders?
Yes, and over in, Encore, they do allow them and they have them. Not like over here by us,
Mm.
so. It is literally taking up 90%, so this picture right here,
Yeah,
this is 2.5 feet, so that's the only grass he wants to have left, and then.
there's a strip of grass around.
Right, and then take up the whole entire backyard, he doesn't, taking down this tree.
He wants to take down the tree.
Yeah, and replace it with a Japanese maple, a 25-gallon Japanese maple. 25-gallon tree, that's a huge tree, right?
So probably, yes, the tree, so the tree inside here, the perfect size, we should have to 45 gallons, make it up.
Okay,
Ish half that size,
Right.
right, so.
well, that's 2 years old now.
I'll tell you what, this is a great example. Clearly, he's trying to do flow friendly landscaping of some sort. Let's, I don't want to approve his current design. Let's link him up with Lynn. No,
Mhm.
is it Lynn and Michael?
Then- Yeah,
And have them get the design. We're not like saying, no, you can't do landscaping, but
Right.
let's make sure that it's flow friendly compliant and then.
the plants he's asking for, because I sent that to him, they are Florida friendly, but. That kind of design is, it's large, their backyards. I'm gonna ask Jeff, because Jeff is his next door neighbor. And I'm sorry, to put you on the spot, but. You saw the size of this. Can you see down the street if this is that?
Yeah, you would see down the street.
61.
Are you talking about it if removing the tree and putting another tree in there and not being able to see down the street? Well, if he puts it where he's removing the tree, the tree is quite large that's there already.
It is. My suggestion is ask him to scale it down and then, because he is using Divine. That company,
So he's on watercolor. Is he wanting to do this on the lake side?
it's so, he's a
Now
parallel
he wants to
solution.
do it on the inside.
So it's
Okay.
not.
This area right here, right?
Yeah,
There's no space though.
yeah.
So it essentially make the almost the entire backyard. And if I'm understanding, so is it gonna be rocks? Cause it looks like,
So this, yeah, super cool is here. Right here. Yes, then he has giant, a juniper. That's over here, and then he has, small plants here. The bustrum here and here.
so the ligustrum might be a problem for visibility,
Mhm.
but.
You know, it's only 24 inches off the street.
Yeah. Cause the ligustrums can get really big, yeah. Yeah, I agree with Mark, maybe have them look at the photo friendly landscaping, but. I think that the ligustrums being on the corner up against the street may be a problem. Maybe if they set them back a little. You know, a little further from and it could also cause damage to the sidewalks and things like that, having the roots so close to the road and stuff, so.
So at this point, we're gonna deny it.
I don't know that, I mean, I don't know that we're denying, I think we just need to have them modify and talk to, or you said you already talked to Lynn. did they already
I
review
spoke
that?
to him about checking out Florida Friendly Landscape,
Okay,
so that's why he came up with the plans from Florida.
okay.
So I can have him reach out to her
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
and then,
Yeah,
ask them to help scale it down.
yeah, well, yeah, Muggle said, I'm willing to help, I'm here for you, this is
Yeah.
This is what he
use
wants to
case
do.
number one, let's go, tell him we got another use case for him.
Oh,
We have a resident who wants to do it, and I'm sure this resident will be more than happy when an expert reaches out and says, hey, I'm here to help.
Okay, at that point, do you want him to go back to the ARC or do you want him to come back to you guys?
Just come back to us. Yeah, let's see the revised plan. Yeah. Do we need a motion, anything on that? We just had a discussion. Okay,
oh, thank you, Lord. You have no clue.
yeah, I think, I love the idea, it's a great spot for flowers and things like that too, just. Not a gravel, he wants to do gravel, right, is that what it is? Gravel?
Big 100-pound rocks.
But I mean, like to fill in.
Yeah,
that-
what's the fill in?
that spot.
Mulch?
They need mulch.
Mulch? Yeah, I think eventually it'll look nice.
Just on a-
But I'm not a landscaper, so I don't know.
That's most
Alright, what's the next thing?
appointments. Committee appointments.
Did I skip that?
You did.
Jeez, okay. Jennifer, tell us about these, how did you select these individuals? I see we have 2 members on the social, 4 on the budget, and then 5 on the ARP.
So the individuals emailed in and put what they were interested in.
Okay.
For selection for the committees.
Alright. Alright, and they're good with that, these are volunteers, not voluntold, so that's wonderful. And this is in addition to the members we already have.
Currently have 4.
Okay, so right now, like, social committee is just Crystal,
Right.
and this is great, and Jennifer too. help me. Who do we have? We have nobody on budget finance committee right now. So this is great, and then
I'm
the,
so happy to see names because last year we had no one.
Yeah. and then the ARC. There's 5 here. How many do we have on the ARC right now?
We currently have 4.
We have 4.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have 9 on the ARC
We
total.
don't need all of them. They all are currently they all currently live in Alpha.
Who's all the ones on?
The ones currently on that. So
Okay.
if we appoint 2 or 3 right now. If one of the members may have to take a hiatus.
So we have 2 people on the ARC right now.
No, we have 4.
We have 4 right now,
Mhm.
and we're there as a cross selection of the community, or
No, they're only in Alpha.
they're all, those 4 are all on.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, then. Let's start with the ARC. What I'd like to do. Let's see, Maureen Mitchell and Bob Dooley, where do they live?
Maureen Mitchell. I don't have that one. I can look. Bob Dooley lives over in Sagewood.
Yeah, okay. I was just thinking maybe we can shift some Encore people to the social committee, perhaps, since there's only 2 people, that's our most undermanned. We don't need 9 people on the ARC committee.
No, not at all.
So,
And we've had 2 that have left recently.
yeah,
So. And possibly 1 more to go.
Is there a space that's missing or lacking right now?
Space on the arm.
For the committees.
There is no budget committee. The only social is.
Oh, I'm going back ahead on.
Do you want to do social?
No, my role changed, so my availability is a lot less. Or.
Demanding.
stressful, if you will.
Oh, so I need somebody on the finance committee and the social committee.
I can do social.
I don't know what else to find.
I can do that.
You want to do social? Okay. Is that John?
Cause I'm not anti-social.
do we have a finance committee? Who's on it? It's Will,
Will is the chair. Chris Nappy, Linda, and Bert.
okay, it's 4,
Bert wants to step off. I asked him not to.
so that's down to 3.
And we were
So-
required to have 3.
What's that?
We're required to have 3.
Would anyone that is currently on the ARC be willing to, one of the Encore people maybe to go to the finance committee if they would be willing?
That's a good idea. You can check with those 2. Yeah.
let's do this. Let's approve the two names for the social. I motion to approve Maureen and Bob for the social.
And
motion.
John Lovegood.
And John Lovegood, yeah. Do you want to do social too?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I'll do social.
Cool, you volunteered. We motion to approve Ronald, Nikita, Michael and John to the budget finance committee.
No, you're on this is the next group.
That's.
Okay.
And different John. And then for the ARC, we will motion to approve Maria, Leslie, and Terry to the ARC, and then ask Gary and Rosetta if they want to do a different committee. How's that sound?
Okay,
Perfect. Mark motioned.
second.
And then the other people that are currently on the ARC, they don't want to renew, or is it in addition to this group?
It's in addition to this group.
Okay, so they would stay on.
They will say, there's one that may take out hiatus.
Okay.
For health issues, so this way we have three.
Yep.
And this way we always have backup. And it's throughout the community, so we have master. Combination.
Yeah, you got a second? Anybody?
Do you have a second?
He said him,
Oh,
so-
yeah, I have.
Or not,
I have no
um,
concern.
Jeff,
Jeff, yeah, thanks, Jeff. I'm getting ready.
that's okay. You,
All in favor, say aye.
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 Henry. Actual Henry.
Actual Henry.
You're probably reading his mail on the screen. or
Yeah,
something.
all right, let's see.
Okay, so the next thing I need, I sent you guys the reserve studies, the 2025 reserve studies.
Mhm,
Of
For
the one?
approval and acceptance.
Yeah.
So we gotta pay them 7,000. What is your impression?
I have asked for changes, he has made the changes immediately.
Okay,
And it's just edits here and there, but
okay.
that's as good as it.
On the, sections that they have. Just, I think and maybe this is something that we need to talk to Thomas about too,
Mhm.
but we just need to make sure that they're breaking out the sections in the. Oh my gosh,
The
what is
reserves.
the reserve study, to match the sections that we have in the reserves. So that the buckets are the same, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Yes,
So we don't have, one thing and, last time they had different buckets, you know what I mean? So the reserves, it was a little bit to calculate it, so. Yeah. So just, something for us to make sure that they're aligned to.
Yeah.
the-
I don't
The account structure.
want to approve it and pay them if that isn't the case.
it is the case. I have, because I took our budget, I sent it to them, and I broke down how much money we had at the end of last year.
Okay, I
Yeah,
haven't had a chance to.
that's okay, and it's intense, it's comparing one,
Yeah.
22 to 25,
Okay,
but.
What did you think about the amounts that they were setting aside? Did you feel that those were reasonable?
Yes, because they do have a 3% increase, inflation
Mhm.
added to it, which is good. We are gonna have to increase,
What was the bottom line again? Are we gonna have to increase that portion of the dues?
let me see, I wanna say. Villas is going from $9 up to $11 a month. Sandpiper, I have a few other issues with, that I need him to adjust a little bit. But that is actually gonna stay at $9, it
Mhm.
was at like $8.56, it's gonna go up to like 902. So there's no major increases at all,
Do it now?
there's no major increases. from
Mm.
what was the- It's in line with the 2022, but
Yeah.
the reserve study as it is now, it's a little bit more because of inflation.
yeah, and in a couple of the service areas, we had extra stuff that we were budgeting for this year that won't be necessary next
Yeah.
year, so that should
Right.
hopefully offset, yeah.
Okay. All right, motion to approve the 2025 reserve study. And pay the $7,000 invoice.
I'll second.
Thank you, Rebecca. All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries. Thank you. All right, now we got some proposals here for the master sunrise landscape, filling up soil around walkway edges for. Man,
Yes,
dirt is expensive.
I know.
Let me see.
So
I saw these pictures and I don't
Is it?
think this is necessary.
Can you walk out there? Can you? walk out there?
What?
I'm not that far.
Like, I'm not a dirt czar or nothing, but Can I see the pictures again?
It's deep. I gotta walk you out there.
Where is that?
So you don't have all the parts,
Yeah.
you don't have the concrete walkway and then it dips down so much. So, and you roll.
Is everything here and that?
Yeah.
So this is for every walkway from the gym all the way.
Even just in front of our house,
Yeah.
and I
There's
tripped over the
Oh, that's.
irrigation line,
that's
because it's about 3-4 inches off the
Yeah,
ground.
we're not putting dirt in front of your house, so.
Yeah, there you are. You need to fill it, so that's something, bro. What's the cement, I don't care.
So with this is around from the back of the fitness center,
Uh-huh.
or the way around.
Right down to about here and going out to the parking lot, everywhere the concern I think that Patty and I talked about is that there, because someone rolls an ankle out there or a bike or, you know, but it's a safety hazard as well.
Hmm.
Do you wanna do a field trip?
Want to do a field trip?
You wanna walk out there right now and
I've
show you?
walked around before. I've never looked and said, you know what we need here? No
Because
dirt.
that's why you have me to make find that spot.
How much we talking there?
5,
$4,300.
what do you think?
Well,
It's better than paying a liability
My
claim.
question, when I do
It's
that,
better than-
what,
Henry, what do you think?
what is it, prevent from washing away? That's the thing.
We have time to post.
That's a lot for dirt.
Henry,
It's a lot of dirt and it's better than paying a liability claim.
Is it, do we have the budget for this?
Patty says yes. I'm assuming she coordinated with Thomas ahead of time.
just a little,
Where's this come out of? Landscaping budget or something?
no, actually contingency, I think,
Contingency?
that we have not touched upon. We really have.
You wanna go
Yeah,
look
but
at-
we're also not in hurricane season yet. I mean,
2 minutes, we're gonna go look.
Okay, but I'm walking you out there, I'll show you how.
I don't like using contingency for landscaping.
And we had a lot in landscaping this year too. We had a lot of extra money in landscaping.
Right.
Like, I got some open.
Yes, yeah, I think we should a lot of water needs more.
Oh, yeah. I'll be floating. Actually, from the office, I was so busy, so. I have time to. Good, how are you, Joe?
Lot better now, they've changed roles and jobs.
Yeah, I remember you had pretty hectic schedule.
Years of.
Yeah, so what do you,
Where I changed different roles and all things are, but,
good,
so.
That's good.
More room for
Have a little-
thought, so when we get back into this, so.
you have room for life? A little bit?
But yeah. So.
Good, yeah.
I'm unconvinced.
No?
No.
I don't wanna run my.
But we do think that we do need something there because it is. It is actually quite substantial. You can see where the dirt is now, just not only washing down, but washing out from under the sidewalk.
So why don't we get a quote on the plans?
Yeah, can we can put dirt in with some plants and stuff like that to hold the dirt in place so it doesn't wash away again.
So the idea was just let it, so over by the playground,
We're just.
we're maintaining the mowers now, so it's gonna fill in and screen and all
Yeah.
the root systems from that, and kind of stabilize the soil. And that's what Patty and I initially discussed, was just kind of letting it go and just kind of feeling naturally.
Mhm.
That's kind of the landscaping and aesthetic that we have here, so that was the plan, right?
I see.
And it's, I think, shooting from the hip, it's been a while since it goes like 550 million feet. Can't get a machine in, so this is using shoots, dumping it out into wheelbarrows, it's a lot of labor to get it around.
Understood.
If someone rolls an ankle or wipes out on the sidewalk, that's the issue, so this is putting the soil and raking it out from the edge of the walkway out, so I think that puts about 6 feet like a wedge, and
Right.
using a powered, a plate compactor, like compact the soil in.
Mhm.
And then obviously, get any, thunderstorms or washout, we can kind of rake and kind of fill it in until it establishes in, but. If you're thinking of putting like shrubbery or anything like that
That's what
around
they've
that
got.
walkway, we can look at that, talk about that, that would be I guess, a recommendation, what would be used there, that's. Because the idea is to kind of keep it low cost, safe. But to put a bunch of shrubs around it, then you're looking at cost of irrigation without watering, right? So there's that
That's
whole
Yeah.
thing. That adding zones and adding drip,
Mhm.
tunneling under, boring underneath sidewalks, there's a lot of extra cost there, so letting it go natural would be the easiest thing. But I'm open to looking at whatever you guys are.
Mhm.
Sign it. Sign
Some people put stone. You could put fresh stone along the edge.
Yeah, that's-
There's big stone,
that's what-
and it's-
That's what I said.
Well, then
it.
it's-
Kids start throwing it and then,
Start throwing and
they do it.
Are you kidding? The kids do that?
Oh my
Of
gosh.
course they do, they're kids.
They just.
So that's what we did with our neighborhood, is we replaced, at least from a mulching perspective, in Riverstones. Is to stay on a washout, they didn't go anywhere,
Right,
and you're not constantly replacing mulch, plus it's a less, insect,
right.
infestation.
Well, maybe we should look at that.
Let's press, for now, let's table this until another month. And we'll get some more board members in here. And then maybe we'll ask Thomas how we're doing on the budget, so I wanna make sure, hurricane season is coming, Patty.
I know, it's almost past us, don't
A
worry.
tree removal is like $5,000.
No, Tom will give us a break.
Yeah, so let's just table this one for now. I agree that something needs to be done.
Fine.
All right. Citywide pressure washing, the building, which building? This building we're in right now?
Yes, because it's all green up on the.
Oh, yeah, it needs to be done. $1,240. Motion to approve $1,240 to pressure wash the lake house. And it, lake house and the gym?
This is just for the lake house.
Okay,
The gym doesn't need it, and now that we're having the roof redone, I don't wanna mess with it until, I don't wanna color wash anything.
Yeah.
Until.
Right.
is there a second?
A second.
Yeah. Any other discussion? So it's just the lake house, the outside walls and the roof?
Mhm.
So the whole
Yeah, it
building?
is. So the peaks up there is, that's where it's green,
What's that?
the peaks right here.
Yeah.
the windows, That's where it's green mode,
Did you get another quote for this? Or was that the only one?
this is the only one,
Is that like kind of industry standard? It seems like a lot of money.
no, it's interesting, it's understanding.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I had,
So when we had it done, we had it cleaned, we didn't have the roof cleaned, it was $3,400 for these 3 buildings last year.
oh, really?
Yeah.
This is a bargain.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they didn't go up on a ladder, I just typed them up there.
Henry, any objections or comment?
Nope. None on this.
All in favor?
All right,
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries.
Okay.
Sunrise Landscaping Monthly QA for Sandpiper, that's it for that. Let's see.
So that-
Sagewood. Hibiscus replacement in Sagewood for 360, motion to approve $363.32 for a hibiscus replacement in Sagewood.
Oh, second,
Rebecca seconds, any discussion? Do we want to look at the picture? Yeah, let's do that.
yeah,
Yeah, it is dead. Any discussion? All in favor?
all right.
Aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. Nothing else. Patty, you have anything, you got like, I know you like to,
to throw some stuff out.
yeah,
there.
you got like sneaky ones that you have.
Yeah, I do. So the light bulbs at the pool,
What is it, the light
the
bulbs?
light bulbs?
Yes, we need light bulbs at the pool for sure.
Yes, so you know, the half moon things on the outside going through the canopy?
Mhm.
We actually have 8, so there's 2 on the inside of the pool and then there's 6 on us. I had our electrician go in and change a couple of the bulbs, they're also different colors, which.
Which is great.
Yeah, right. And so we went in and did it, and then he was changing the rest of them, and the light bulbs aren't working, so the ballast. So instead of replacing the whole light, he came up with a hybrid LED. To use the lights that are currently there, use this hybrid bulb, so we use an LED, they're all gonna be the same. All 28 bulbs are $602.
It's not just for the bulb, right? They're gonna put them in.
Yeah, he's putting it in,
How big are these bulbs?
they're like this big, and there's three of them.
How many lumens?
It's a 9 watt, 4,000 K.
Hmm.
1,250 lumens.
Let's see. How much is that?
I know.
$18?
It's $18.
That's not right. LED bulbs are expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
And this is with the hybrid, so it's a plug that fits into what we have, so we doesn't have to take the ballast out.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
I mean, we can, his suggestion,
You can't get people to stand there with candles at night, stuff.
his suggestion, because each of the lights have 2 bulbs in it, is just to put one in. So there's one higher and one lower, this is put one in, and then you want to say for 14 bulbs, and then it's 3 around.
Yeah, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing it right.
Yes.
I agree with you on that.
Mhm, especially at the point, we're about to go big and build the whole world.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, what's this all about?
602.33, 428.
Motion to approve $602.38.
Second.
All in favor?
Uh,
Henry?
Aye.
Cool.
Okay, I sent out an email about a potential bookkeeper. Zoom call,
Boom.
when do we want to do that?
A bookkeeper, you said?
Mhm.
Okay, this is when do we want to do, we're gonna interview them?
Yes,
How many do we have to interview? Just one or one?
right now, one, I want to see what the board wanted, because when I do it, I want to have everybody on the same page when we can do it.
I would rather, if we have a few to interview at the same time, I'd rather kind of schedule them where we can do them.
Right, so do you want to give me a date or 2 or 3 dates and times, so this way we can do it? This is
Yeah,
January.
we want to get them on board before budget season.
Yeah, and I don't know that before budget, no, because budget for what it's gonna cost us for next year.
So this is replacing BAS?
Yes.
Okay,
I would like Thomas and Rebecca and Kevin to ascribe to their schedules first. So whenever you guys have availability, because you have the background knowledge.
Mhm.
Do you wanna pick 2 or 3 days, send it to me?
Yeah, Fridays or, yeah, I can do that. I'll send you some dates where I can.
And then
yeah,
I'll tell the guys
flexibility.
that this is when they're.
Yeah, and get with Thomas.
Okay,
Yeah, Thomas he should be back in town. But he's going out of town. Yeah.
I'll send you some dates.
So that's, and then I'll set it up and, I'll do them like 30 minutes.
Okay, and are we just doing them virtually or do they come here and do them?
Whichever you guys want.
I think the first one, let's just do them virtual.
You're trying to do that this month?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, she'll send me dates tomorrow and then I'll send it out. Get it scheduled.
But hopefully we have at least 3 that we can pick from.
Yeah, so this one came recommended by a member of the community.
Okay.
She used to work with them and she knew, I asked her, because she is a CPA.
Mhm.
She said she'll help the guy, this is him. Okay, actually attends board meetings.
Good,
Yeah.
okay.
So, and then the other one is in Brandon. I haven't spoken to her, but Mark and I interviewed her, probably with them,
Okay,
and she would attend, so I'll just find a third one.
okay.
for what it's worth, August 22nd would be my best day,
August
if you wanted me to attend.
Is it a Friday?
It is a Friday.
Yeah, I probably can do that. I could probably do that same day. Fridays are easier for me.
And then do 5 o'clock? 5:30, then we got a
Can we do a daytime thing?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do the day. I can, as long as I schedule it.
You'll probably be in Bosnia then. Or Slovenia, I'm not sure.
It's an odd place for a vacation.
It's not a reservation, it's a business.
Yeah, I can do that day. The only time I really can't do
Sold
the
my
day
file.
is between 11 and 1. So I could do it in the morning. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I saw Nick at the bottom here. We wanted to give him some time too.
Yes,
Is there anything else you got?
the LQAs, if you guys wanna take a look at these, drop them off for everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so they actually are right there in front of you. Okay. So the dog.
Is there
park-
one for each?
Yes. The dog park,
Sure.
you guys knew about this?
We'll do-
But I don't wanna do anything, Tom's gonna do that, but I don't wanna do anything, he's on. Florida friendly. Comes along, yeah, that's a good idea. It seems like it looks bad, I'm like, I know it does. Here's the thing, next one.
You Tom comes out, you
Well,
don't.
I mean, so is Tom gonna, can we send that proposal to Tom or to Florida Friendly?
Yes.
Is that, I mean, if they're proposing something, can we send that proposal to them to see what they
Right,
think?
I wanna meet with Sandra. What her name is, the other lady that does the commercial,
Yeah.
because I also wanna talk about doing the things like this. Over at, Red Hills, you know, and then along the sides.
Mhm.
So if she can give, you know, if I sit and talk with Sean, I sit and talk with her. give us
Okay,
ideas,
yeah.
and, you know, do that. And there's nothing Tom gave me. Yes.
Like a design, pictures, yeah. Mhm.
It's a fine soil, volume. So there's nothing in,
Right.
so I'm for $1,900, I don't know. It's not up about it. And Sagewood, they've had their trees cut, this was being done today. This is in the green where they were trimming all the bushes and taking care of all the weeding and stuff like that, community. Right, I just went over your map.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We're trying, you know, we're trying to 7:30 and we're already past that.
I know, let's press this,
LQ.
turn it forward to Nick and move through that real quick.
Nick, thank you for coming back.
What you got, both things?
I came in here a couple months ago and I dropped off a couple of my docs and some referrals. I don't know if you guys had a chance to review any of that or if you guys are. Just to do a quick, if you guys have questions already, or else I'll do a quick recap.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
I don't know if you were here for that.
I wasn't, but I read the.
Okay. Do a quick recap, then.
Quick recap, okay. Myself, I'm Nicholas Romer, my partner Steve, we have Telecom Consulting Group, we're an independent consulting group. We worked for Spectrum and Frontier and Comcast for many, many years. We worked and negotiated with builders, apartment owners, and associations. Why? Because they're all three the same. You guys control the access rights for your community. Every 10 years, you have the ability to renegotiate your access rights. Spectrum and Frontier are both scared. Spectrum's afraid that you could do a bulk deal with Frontier at any point in time. Frontier's afraid you could do a bulk deal with Spectrum at any point in time. I know you guys would never do a bulk deal. I know your metrics here. Half of you have Spectrum, half have Frontier. That never happens. Nobody goes bulk when they have those metrics. They don't know that though. We believe we could make Spectrum and Frontier or both pay you guys about $400,000, maybe even $500,000 just for the permission to be on your property for the next 10 years. They're afraid they're going to get iced out by the other. Providers can't block out the competition, or they will. They're legally not allowed. But if they convince you to do a bulk deal, they block you out from the competition. Both of these providers are willing to pay you if you just say, we promise we won't go bulk with the competitor. We just want to leave things just the way they are right. I live in a community called Villa Rosa. We did the exact same thing a couple years ago. We made Spectrum and Frontier both pay us up front. We're even getting monthly, it's called revenue sharing from Frontier. We get it for the entire 10 years. The only commitment we made to Spectrum and Frontier is we're not going to do a bulk agreement with either one. We were never going to do it anyways. Because we were just like you guys. We had 50-50 Spectrum Frontier. The blowback would be astounding. This is impossible. You just couldn't do it.
So how much would they pay us to do a bulk deal?
Probably more. Probably, I'm just gonna guess, just for shits and just so you're asking. They'd probably give you about 700,000. It'd be a 5-year deal, and then every 5 years you could renegotiate. It wouldn't be enough to work.
Then we want to upset everybody with the please don't.
No, I'm just saying, if they were gonna pay us enough to where nobody would have to pay HOA dues anymore.
The number one thing they want is a bulk deal, but then the number two thing they want is, man, they want to protect against getting bulked out by somebody else.
Right.
So,
But I'd say what's the consistency on like the data rates and all that stuff, so I consistently, like, I have off Spectrum. I've been in IT for 25 years, I network and all this stuff. And I check my rates, my limits and what I'm paying for, and it's never consistent until I switched over to like Frontier. Spectrum, I'm paying for gig, I'm getting 200 meg. I mean, so I go to that, so when I hear that stuff. I had to call Frontier a couple times because the data center's based out of Miami. And they told me to check this site, and I'm checking your site. And that's when I go with that, all of a sudden, my rate goes back up to this until you call in.
Yeah.
So that's where I go with those things.
It's gonna be the same thing. I mean, none of that's gonna change.
Yeah.
You guys know what you're getting with Spectrum and Frontier. I can't change any of that, but we can make them pay you. And at least make them pay. Because right now, what's gonna happen is you guys have an expired access agreement. If you don't do anything about it, it just auto renews. Spectrum and Frontier are gonna make $15 million here in the next 10 years, whether you get anything back in return or not. We feel like you're never gonna go bulk anyways. You might as well get your $400,000-500,000. We also like to sometimes take a golf cart around the community and take a look. If you have pedestals or wires exposed, now's a good time to try to address that. You may not, you may be in good shape, but it never hurts to look into that. Because if you call them any other time when there's no contract being negotiated, they will laugh you off the phone. They won't even act like they're gonna try it. It's a whole different company when you're in the middle of negotiating. So we would take advantage of that. And then the other thing is we can get you guys courtesy accounts. If you guys are paying for service in some of these areas, some of these should be free.
Yeah.
Those are the things we can do, but otherwise it's gonna be the same thing that you're.
Yeah, I'm
Nothing different.
not downplaying you, I'm just saying, like, that's the expectation, so people are aware there's more competition involved. As opposed to, like, where I was before, was, you know, Google Fireworks coming in the neighborhood, there was local, which is still owned by the majority of the big companies anymore, that is a subset, it's a branch.
If you guys take advantage of these deals from Spectrum and Frontier, it doesn't stop any other provider from coming on the property. They can't stop them. What you guys are gonna find is you're in an ideal situation because of what you just said. If you ever get mad at one provider, you just go switch to the other one.
Yeah.
And cable's weird. The only way to get a good deal is to switch and come back. You could be a customer for 10 years and you're like, why am I not getting a good deal? They just don't do that. They give the new person.
So, yeah, and I'm just bringing it out for non-technical folks.
Yeah.
Like, that's just all, like, really, you say when you open up, doesn't necessarily it's gonna fix your data intake to the house, everything is technical.
No, you just have to call in like you do now. This would be no different.
I know, I was just setting expectations,
Yeah.
that's all.
No worries. Yeah, so we feel, I hear a lot of talk about budget coming up, like you said, budget's coming up and you guys are gonna start talking about how we're gonna pay for this, how we're gonna pay for this. It all leads to the same thing, it leads to dues increases. How else would you pay for it? Well, Spectrum and Frontier can help subsidize a lot of things that you guys have going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, me and my partner were in this for years. This was so ubiquitous to us. We don't understand why anybody wouldn't do this, but we understand a lot of people are not used to, hadn't heard about this before. That's why all we can do is try to show you guys, you know, more referrals. And we want to show you, even if you hire us, we have 2 documents we work off of. This one's called an LOA. It's not committal. You can see, it can be canceled anytime. But what this is we can't go running around talking to Spectrum and Frontier without permission. Once we send them this, they know that we're working with you guys. And so that's what that one is. This is our agency agreement. It's a simple 2-pager, and all it says is, if we do bring you guys agreements and everything that we're saying is true, and you find out, oh, the coast is clear, there's no strings attached, we want an 80-20 split or whatever we can make them take it. If you guys look at these agreements and don't like them, or you said, I don't know, nothing happens. You'll stay in the same situation you're in right now. So we've done our very best to create a win-win or a no-risk situation for you guys if you hire us.
Yeah, I think I've been talking to Patty about this. We talked to a lawyer about it. We sent him your documents and everything seems on the up and up, so. And I think we voted at the last meeting, didn't we?
No, we weren't able to.
Okay,
This was our final, this was gonna be our final.
so today is the vote to sign a letter of agency.
Yep.
All right, I motion to sign a letter of agency, let them start negotiating on our behalf.
I'll second.
Second.
She beat you to it.
Sorry, Henry.
All right,
All good.
questions?
Uh,
Be the skeptic.
now, wait a minute, 80-20, we're getting the 80.
You're getting the,
Cause I wanna make sure,
yeah, we want to get a referral out of you guys.
And so there's no impact to homeowners, like the homeowners, they, other than just, reaping the benefit that the HOA, can reduce their costs by the subsidy, then there's no, like, they don't have any issue. If they go to change, they don't have any problems, they have to get something signed or go through any hoops or anything like that. There's nothing for the individual.
Absolutely. We believe in full transparency throughout this process. But if you didn't tell somebody that you were renewing these agreements, they would never have any idea. It's so non-impactful to them. But we want to make sure that you guys are transparent the whole way through and they know what you guys are doing. But the only sacrifice they're making is if they ever come to you and say, why don't we look into this bulk contract? You're gonna say, well, no, we accepted $472,000 from them because we promised we would not do that.
Yeah.
That's the only sacrifice you guys are making.
okay,
All in favor, say aye.
alright,
Aye.
Do you want?
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries. Please sign.
On this one as well.
You wanna do both now, or you just wanna do it separately?
So. So that's the letter of agency, right?
That's a letter in the agency, but I can find out,
Go,
go check
go
with,
do research and.
do the
on their
research.
behalf, yeah.
This is committing to them,
That's
but if we
it.
don't like it, we can leave. Yes,
Yeah,
George,
it's already, it's gonna double check.
yes, George saw that one. Thursday, good. Just to do
And then
it.
we'll have enough material for a follow-up meeting within about 3 weeks. We'll bring you guys your existing access agreement with Spectrum and Frontier. Might be the first time you guys have ever seen it.
Yeah, cause I can't get it.
We explain all the fine print to you guys. And then we'll probably even have some initial pre-approvals from both, which will just be the first ones.
And it'll be that quick?
With, yeah, but again, the initial one that they give you,
It would
even
be-
though you guys are dealing with me, they still will lie 4 or 5 times before you get the best deal out of them. They're not allowed to give you the best deal up front. They would get in trouble.
Yeah.
They have to give you a crappy deal. You have to say no, and then they can go to the highest level of management.
Okay.
Because what we do is we negotiate we got about 18,000 units under our authorization right now. We don't go through the normal channels. We're a major account. We go straight to the VP level. But you can't go there until you at least feel the
You gotta
motions.
to get through it. So another property that I checked into, they have a marketing agreement in Frontier. So they get their monthly check. Is that something?
We're going to look at every different option where you could get paid. Sometimes you could get more money if you just take an agreement with one or the other. Sometimes you get the most money if you take an agreement from both. Sometimes you can take a little bit less upfront and get payments called revenue share, rev share for sure.
Wow, okay.
And then that's still taxable, but it's not a huge, because that's the other thing that the official didn't is they have to pay taxes on it.
Oh yeah, we don't want to give the impression this isn't, you guys are a not-for-profit, but it is taxable.
Right,
But still, that's the only bad
Yeah.
news. And then the only other bad news is you can only do it once every 10 years.
Okay.
Okay.
so if we have, we have extra cash at the end of the year. Hopefully we might be able to come that, these things, we have the shape and the hurricane.
This takes about probably 3 or 4 months to get the best results, and then you get the money in 3 months. So you're talking probably pretty much by the end of this year, or maybe January.
Okay.
And you don't have to use this for telecom, you guys can use this for whatever you want.
Okay.
My dirt,
But no,
we can use this money for my dirt.
no,
No,
it's not good, Danny.
we're gonna have everybody clean their nails.
Let me make copies.
All right, we appreciate you guys.
It.
And you guys are all right that I start the process for the, Florida friendly?
Yeah.
grant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else? Tom, do you have anything for us? You're not Tom. Tom's everything. No? All right. There, we have no community members present. Any board members have anything to talk about? Any initiatives that we want to start up? Henry, you got anything?
Nothing for me.
All right, motion to adjourn?
The only.
Oh,
thing that just
Hold on, we have
happened
one community member.
Yeah, no, that's fine, is, I put it on there, one is, I told Patty to look at, like, at least a section, a couple sections of our neighborhood where we're lacking a lot of. Interest in the landscaping, but it's due basically to me, some of it's due to. The guttering that we were initially built with, because certain new sections have proper guttering where it's actually letting the water out into the street, not right next to what the whole area is. Which is part of that decision. But I brought this up with her, and I already showed her photos on it, the same photo I showed you. Secondly, maybe if we can talk about something next board meeting about rental awareness. Like for people who have rentals in our neighborhood, broader, whatever, about the awareness of the rules that we buy this. Because there's certain things that I constantly. I'm the security neighborhood watching, you guys should already know this. Had HSO plenty of times and just serious, reasons.
We will.
But just dog park issue, pool awareness, all that stuff. And, or if something to be tabled, I would love to where
Thank
you
you.
can't buy or rent a place unless, I think we talked about it in here at least for a year.
Yes. We want to change the documents, when we get to the point of changing our documents, that's one of the things we definitely want to add. We can't do it now.
No, but that's what I was saying, is Mark wasn't aware, because I came, just come by that chat, but hopefully I'm just come by it for them to see.
What do you want to change? To do what now?
To add, actually, you and I have talked about this, adding in that you have to live in the property, once you purchase it, you have to live in that property either 1 or 2 years before you can rent it out.
Oh, yeah.
So prevent external enterprise
Exactly,
companies
so.
purchasing, they don't care about the HOA rules, they care about money.
Mhm.
So, because I had to educate a couple renters, like, and even my next door neighbor who's the renter, I don't even talk to them because they're. They don't know how to involve society, like,
Mhm.
it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So,
And so right now, like if somebody's doing violations, we just send the violations to the landlord. And make it their problem.
yeah,
So if there's noise disturbances, like we have rules in our documents about noise disturbances and being a nuisance and. If people even our documents say you cannot leave a pet in your backyard unattended, that is a violation that will get you fined. So.
yeah, so I don't know where the disconnect is between renter, the HOA, I'm not HOA, the owners, the.
Right.
Management company that deals with the renters and all this stuff, because it's like a couple of. Family that owns the place next to me, they'll text me, hey, what's going on? Like, done, like, it's just, it's simple things. Dog crap in the yard, there's a dog park 2 seconds from there, go utilize it, oh, we didn't know about it. It's right there, so there's that education portion of the property management.
Mhm.
And that's not an HOA problem, say it's an owner problem, so it's more of an awareness, I think, but I think there's some. Education portion of. Some of these leave a docket at there, it's like when you go to a hotel or Airbnb, here's the rules.
Yeah, good idea.
Something like that, like, it's just the overnight street park, that's still an issue, even though it's with public roads. You're sending out notices after notices, I'm walking to the mailbox every day, and like, I don't want to write and plan on everything. I'm more security oriented
Mhm.
than like safety versus, my flower grew too long or something like that, but. When it comes to, like, literally I just had HCSO 2 nights for dirt bike. Like, do you live for, no, okay, where do you live? Plant City, so what are you doing? So they probably, they're in another section of the neighborhood that's just causing wreak havoc, all this stuff. And it's just a matter of safety, it's just, that's all I'm driven by. Daughter neighbor got hit on the sidewalk by a electric bike. Just walking out to the street to go play, like, so I'm just very. Angry, but I'm trying to play the approach that can be a resolution versus just a complaint, that's all.
So how do the owners or the rental agreements? I mean, they're provided the rules and everything as part of that today, correct? It's just people are not following the rules.
And it's just about over 50% of our section of the neighborhood is rented.
And
Wow.
if you have, you know, a company that's renting the house and they're just like, "Yeah, just pay the fine," and they don't wanna deal with having to mess with the renter.
Right.
That's where this kind of stuff tends to happen. They just wanna keep it rented.
They don't care. That's me.
I mean,
That's what, but I don't need to drag this out, but I just wanted to bring that maybe towards the next meeting, so that's kind of like a
Right.
point of discussion.
We can update our lease agreement that we have. And add some additional things in there that the renter and the homeowner has to sign off on receiving the rules and regulations and stuff like that. So it'll add an extra step. We charge $50 for the lease agreement fee, we can up it to 75 because now we have to.
Yeah, cause it's even like I was sold a 19 or 20 by 20 garage, I can't fit the truck in there, it's 19.6.
Right.
So I do my best, even just clear so the walkway, if the, the sidewalks, and everybody has a clear path and all that, I don't lazy it. And
Just pull out.
I do that just out of common courtesy and, according to that, but that does not exist with a lot of people.
No, especially over there,
Yeah,
right down your street. Jen and I come in every day, we drive in, unless we're driving down, and there's constantly.
but I do my morning walks around the neighborhood, it's not just there, but just pointing it out, and that's just something to consider as. It might be a bigger chunk of to get to an agreement with,
Right.
but to put that into.
is there any liability or, penalty that the renter can have if they're non-compliant after, the notice is sent and the fines are paid? Is there any?
Anyways,
What I prefer.
just put that, up, that's all.
Right.
That's everybody, sorry.
Thank you.
Right on, but.
Thank you.
Here, so.
All right,
Not you.
motion to adjourn. Second, all in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye. Adjourn, have a good night, thank you.
Uh,
Absolutely.